So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can make this bold effect with shadow in Photopea or Photopea. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I guess it's Photopea. So this uh, this effect is something you can make in Photoshop as well. It's the same thing. The difference is this one is free platform, free alternative for Photoshop, and it is online. You need internet connection for this one. This is free, and the only thing that's different, or maybe that's not good, let's say, is that you will get this ad right beside the um, interface of this software, let's say. So if you're using Photoshop, you won't get this ad, but if you're using Photopea, then you'll get this ad. So that's the only disadvantage. And the Photopea doesn't have all the functions that you can get from Photoshop, but most of them are included. Okay, so let's get started with the tutorial. First, we go to File, New, and then Create. The default size of the um, image is 1280 by 720, and that's good. You don't have to do anything with that. So click on Create. So first of all, we're gonna go to this gradient tool and click here, the top, this thing here on gradient. Right now, this has already, this already has this blue color. But if you don't have, by default, it would be like black and then maybe white here. So if that's the case, you can just click on this thing here, the square, small square, and come here, which is black color right now, and then you can choose a light blue, okay. And then the right side, the square here, click on this, and then come down here on this color, choose a darker version of blue. Okay. Click OK, and then again click OK. And now choose radial. If it's linear by default, just go here and choose radial. And from the center of the image, just go like this. Click with your mouse and then drag like this. This is not working because I have turned on this reverse. We don't need to turn on the reverse. If this one is the darker, the left one is the darker, then you need to click on this, check on this reverse. Otherwise, you don't need to. So you do like this. Now we have this background ready. Now we'll go to Type Tool, click on Type Tool, and click on the center of the image, and then we'll type with caps lock, okay, or let's say, or with Shift, or basically you are creating, you're typing with uppercases, okay, uppercase, capital letter. So you can click on this move tool, and then you can just bring it down here at the center, okay, or you can just go a little bit higher, okay. So this is white by default, so you don't need to do anything. If you need to change the color, double click on the text, and you can go up here and then change the color, okay. Right now we don't need to change the color, so we'll keep it as it is. So after that, okay, so the font here is if you select the text, you will see this font option. So the font here is the luckiest. The font is called Luckiest Guy. So yeah, you can choose that font. Now let's go to this thing. If you double click on this layer, the text layer, don't click on this thumbnail, but just on this layer, double click, and you will see this layer style. And from the layer style, we're going to choose stroke. Click on the stroke. Okay, you don't need to just check this or tick. Just click on this and it will start working. So we're going to choose black. By default it's black. If it's not, just go here and then you can choose color here. Okay, so we're going to choose black, and the size would be something like this, whatever you like. And position would be outside. By default it's outside, so you don't need to change. If not, go here and change to outside. And again, we're gonna click plus on the stroke. Okay, it creates another stroke. So you have to click on the stroke here to edit this stroke, the second stroke. Now you will go to this color, and then we'll change that to blue. Click OK, and then we'll increase the size here. Okay. I think the blue should be a little lighter. Okay. Okay. That's good. And then now what we're going to do is go to inner shadow. Okay. For inner shadow, 120 degree of angle is okay, but you need to uncheck the use global angle option. Okay. If you use global angle, later what happens is if you create any type of shadows or anything, you have to follow the same angle. So for that reason, you're gonna uncheck the use global angle option. Okay, so yeah. Opacity around 78 or 75 would be okay. Distance is 9, and spread and size are 0, 0. Sorry. Okay, so after that, so you're gonna see why it's 0. If you increase the size, it's gonna be blur. Same with this spread. Okay. So don't increase the spread and size. Now we're gonna go to drop shadow. For drop shadow, now we're gonna use global angle and opacity all the way to 100. By default, the blend mode is on multiply. Here you're gonna choose normal. If you choose multiply, it's gonna be darker. You're gonna choose normal for actual color. Sorry. And for here, there's this color, and I've already chosen the color, so you can choose your color and click OK. And then we're going to change the angle here. Okay. And the spread should be 100%. Okay. If you change the spread here, it's going to be blur, so spread 100%. Size would be around 35 maybe. Okay. That's good. Sorry. Distance 35. But you can play with this anyway. 35, 36, whatever, it doesn't matter. Opacity is 100. So you can see now if you go here to stroke here, inner shadow, the use global angle. If I do this, it's going to change the, angle, so it's not following the global angle. Let's go to drop shadow again, and you're gonna click plus sign, so it adds another drop shadow. Click on drop shadow, and then this time, or what I'm gonna do is click on drop shadow and drag it. Sorry, you can just click here and what I'm doing. So here it's not working. I'm not sure why, but okay, let's go to the first drop shadow we just created. We're gonna change it. We're gonna leave the second drop shadow as it is. This one, the dark shadow, is the second one. So first one, let's go to the first one, and we're gonna what we're gonna do is we're gonna change the distance to 0, and here the color, we're gonna choose the lighter one, okay, the one we used before on stroke. Okay, now we're gonna increase the size, so this, you can see it's increasing the stroke, the size of the stroke. So you can just increase a little bit. Okay, so now you can go to second drop shadow, and then you might want to increase the distance a little bit, or size. Just play with it. It doesn't have a rule. Now we're gonna go to plus sign on drop shadow and add another drop shadow. Click on drop shadow. Now this time we're gonna change the blend mode to multiply. By default it's multiply, so that's what it should be for drop shadow. And for opacity, we're gonna decrease it to around 75, and we're gonna increase the distance, and spread should be around let's say 28. Let's see, we're gonna increase the size and distance. We're gonna decrease the spread, increase the size and distance. And one thing I forgot, the color here, choose black. Okay, click OK, and then we're gonna play with the opacity. Let's make it a little darker. Okay, so I think that's good enough. Let's go to stroke here, the second stroke, and choose a little brighter color. Okay, that would be good. And same with the second drop shadow. Sorry, first drop shadow. Click here and then click on this color here, and then yeah, and click OK. Okay, now we are ready with this bold effect on Photopea or Photoshop, whatever you choose. You can do the same thing on Photoshop. So yeah, if you are using Photoshop, feel free to try this effect. So if you like the video, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and do not forget to subscribe to this channel.